10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Coverage of the Bedford Fall Foliage Festival is being brought to you by Thomas Chevrolet. Think Thomas Chevrolet, and you'll buy Thomas Chevrolet. Now here's your host, David Brimehurst.
A beautiful Saturday afternoon in October. You couldn't ask for any better weather for a fall foliage festival, and that's just what we've got here. The 19th annual Bedford County Fall Foliage Festival. I'm David Brimehurst, and over the next 15 minutes, we'll be showing you what this festival is all about. But first, I've got a little personal business I'd like to take care of. You see, I've been trying to unload this used car for some time now. It's a 1926 Packard, very low mileage. Unfortunately, it only gets 10 miles to the gallon, and I need something a little more economical than that. In 1926, it was bought new for $4,500. I can let you have it for $45,000. That's a price tag on this car now. Unfortunately, you also have to take this little old lady with the car. She's the original owner and refuses to leave. And if you don't like this car, we've got a few others on the lot. We'll get back to the cars in a moment, but first, Dennis Booterbaugh has some arts and crafts to show us.
Someone once told me the Bedford Fall Foliage Festival is a festival of variety. This is the first time I've ever been here. And in just a few minutes, you can see it is indeed a festival of variety. But probably even more important than that, the Bedford Fall Foliage Festival is a festival that is uniquely Bedford. The festival is uniquely Bedford in that many of the food items and handicrafts you'll have the pleasure of experiencing have their roots in Bedford County. You can sample some tart apple cider made from a press over 100 years old. You know, somehow it just tastes better than the mass-produced stuff, and you can watch it go from the apple right up until the time it goes into your glass. Or you may be in the mood to have your face painted. See the beautiful Bedford foliage reflected in a mirrored balloon. Or look for that Christmas gift that you just can't seem to find anywhere but in Bedford County. But don't expect just to see a lot of vendors hawking their goods. These are craftsmen, and a part of them goes into everything they make. Bob DeWitt of New Paris has only been carving Bedford County hardwood for about 2 years now. He says doing things the old way is the best way.
I didn't think about this, and it came up in the handle, and
it's a natural contour.
Right. It's like anything in life. If you're really paying attention and becoming part of what you're doing, something happens, and it goes back and forth between people, between wood, and it really does talk to you.
DeWitt draws a real crowd when he draws his chisels across the wood. Not a single power tool can be found in his collection. He says speed isn't the best way to make a spoon or a scoop, and the handiwork is some of the best therapy he's found.
And it helps me in my frustrations. It helps me in my better feelings, because it's great to do this.
Perhaps after watching some woodworking, you'll develop an appetite for some lunch while walking through the brisk autumn scenery. You may have a tough time, though, deciding what your cuisine will be. Barbecued chicken, funnel cakes, hot dogs, you name it, it's there. And what better way to relax and enjoy your lunch than with some tunes from a well-rehearsed high school band. The festival features many, and in this case, the music comes from Everett. In a relatively few short minutes, we've already shown you quite a few things you can do here in Bedford for the Fall Foliage Festival. But by all means, before you pack up and take the kids back home, how about a little history lesson? Bedford County and Bedford itself, very famous, very well known for many historical buildings. Probably one of the most well-known in Bedford is the Espy House, built in 1770. Now it houses the Washington Bakery, but actually this building served as headquarters for General George Washington in 1794. He set up headquarters here in Bedford for 2 days during the Whiskey Rebellion, kind of stopped in on his way to western Pennsylvania for that uprising. So make sure you take in the buildings. A walking tour is very easy. All you have to do is pick up the chart and really just hit the streets. The place to start your tour is the Anderson House. Built in the early 1800s, it serves as headquarters for the Bedford County Historical Society and has all the information you need to make your walking tour a success. A short walk down the street takes you to the old Greystone Hotel, where Bedford residents of the late 1700s congregated. There are over 20 historical buildings on the walking tour. But by all means, don't use all of your energy just walking around town. You'll need some of it just to walk around the exhibit area and say hi to the friendly Bedford County folks. Oh, by the way, one other thing when you get to the festival, why not leave your watch at home? This event was designed to be experienced at a nice, slow pace, so plan on spending the afternoon. I'm Dennis Butterbaugh.
I love a parade. Nothing better than an antique car parade. Thank you, Dennis. And Lou Ann Sanders has been looking around here in Bedford. She's got some interesting stuff for you, and we'll get to her right after this.